Namaste and Jai Hind and welcome to this edition of The Right Stand. I'm Anand Narsimhan. First up, ladies and gentlemen, in a major breakthrough, the National Investigation Agency has extradited the most wanted pro-Khalistani extremist Tarsem Singh from Abu Dhabi. The CBI located Tarsem Singh Sandhu, wanted for terrorism activities in the UAE. He is now being brought back to Bharat by the NIA via the Interpol. Meanwhile, with more states opening up or facilitating trade of agriculture commodities on the government's electronic National Agriculture Market or ENAM, trade on the Pan-India digital wholesale platform crossed 13,523 crore rupees during the April to July financial year, up 13% on a year-to-year comparison. Bharat, meanwhile, has exported non-basmati white rice worth a total of $122 million in the month of April-May of the current financial year. The government closely monitored the production availability along with the export scenario to assess suitable policy intervention. And credit rating agency ICRA has said medical tourism in Bharat has increased by around 33% year-on-year in 2023, with expectations to surpass the pre-pandemic levels of 700,000 visitors recorded in 2019 in a calendar year 2024. Let's get a move on and our top focus on The Right Stand this Friday edition. A 1971 deja vu in Bangladesh is witnessed where Hindus were forced to flee a war-torn neighborhood. Hindus are being hounded again after Sheikh Hasina's ouster. BJP is hit out at the Congress over their stunning silence on the matter and asked, while they shed tears for Gaza, why do they choose to remain silent on the Hindu messiah that's on display in Bangladesh? Our second focus, the Waqf Amendment Bill, which was sent to the Joint Parliamentary Committee on Thursday. Who's on the panel? We'll find out later on the show. And will this lead to a consensus or will there be more confrontation? Also, the Karnataka government is reeling under severe scams, facing more heat now, and this time from MBBS students from the OBC community. Why? We'll tell you later on The Right Stand. And how the indexation tweak benefits you, we'll find that out too. But first up, with the support of the Pakistani military, non-Bengali Muslims are systematically attacking poor people's quarters and murdering Bengalis and Hindus. This is a quote. This was one of the several telegrams sent by American consul in Dhaka, Archer Blood, on the 27th of March 1971, desperately seeking intervention from the US president. In the background was the mayhem and genocide by the Pakistani army along with the Razakars and the militia along East Pakistan, now Bangladesh. The US Consul General's missives to the American brass were met with a silence from President Richard Nixon and his national security advisor Henry Kissinger. They were engaged in a nasty game to win over China and turned a deaf ear and a blind eye to the desperate pleas for help coming from their own officials stationed in Dhaka and the pogrom that was witnessed in Bangladesh. It's a similar situation now in Bangladesh, ladies and gentlemen. Many are saying the same, especially from Bangladesh. This is a report that we're getting. A new interim government that's taken oath amidst the Islamist pogrom that was witnessed over the last 72 hours against minorities, largely Hindus. The lone Hindu appointee in the interim government in Bangladesh, Dr. Bidhan Ranjan Roy, didn't go for the oath ceremony on Thursday. Sources from Dhaka say that he deliberately avoided it as he was not happy with the way Hindus were being targeted. Meanwhile, the BJP questioning the Congress and the opposition's stunning silence, alleging that they shed tears for Palestine, lampoon Israel, but show contempt for the Hindu plight in Bangladesh and that Hindu messiah is their auto impulse. Listen in before we get into the face-off here in our studios.
मैं आपका आभारी हूं क्योंकि जो हमारे पड़ोसी मुल्क बांग्लादेश में हाल ही में घटा उसको लेकर हम सब लोग चिंतित भी हैं और सभी राजनीतिक दलों ने एक स्वर में बात भी कही कि वहां पर जो अपने लोग हैं उनकी भी चिंता की जाए। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने भी ट्वीट करके जो इंटरिम गवर्नमेंट के प्रधानमंत्री हैं उनको बधाई भी दी, लेकिन ये भी कहा कि हमारे जो वहां पर हिंदू और अल्पसंख्यक हैं उनकी शांति, सुरक्षा और विकास सबको सुनिश्चित किया जाए। लेकिन दुर्भाग्य ये है सर कि नेता प्रतिपक्ष और कांग्रेस पार्टी के अध्यक्ष ने ट्वीट जब किया या उनको बधाई जब दी तो हिंदुओं की वहां पर सुरक्षा की कोई बातचीत नहीं की, ना ही उसका उल्लेख किया, ना ही अल्पसंख्यकों की सुरक्षा की बात की। ऐसी कौन सी मजबूरी थी कि ये लोग वहां पर हिंदुओं और अल्पसंख्यकों की सुरक्षा की बात भी नहीं कर सके?
Bangladesh has a number of people who are also opposed to violence against Hindus. There have been good incidents of cases in which temples have been guarded by Muslims, including civilians as well as police and others. I'm certainly hopeful that we will be in a position to see calming down and settling of the situation and safeguarding of minorities. That is a very, very major concern for India.
The BJP and the INDI alliance in the studios here at Right Stand. Pradeep Bhandari and Vivek Srivastava, Namaste and Jai Hind. How many tweets have you put out, sir?
Do you think tweets change the country? And how many people read tweets in this nation of 140 crores?
इसको जरा record कर लिया जाए and let's hold it for posterity just in case tomorrow something happens in Israel and something, and then Mr. Vivek Srivastava says social media is the platform to express, because that's where the truth is being spoken to power.
Not at all. All I'm trying to say is that it should not be a Twitter-based kind of a controversy as to who stated whom. And the man who raised it in the parliament, Mr. Anurag Thakur, we all know what he said. Goli maro, ... just in case
he
you
said
remember.
देश के गद्दारों को
वो
ना उसको आप edit मत करो, उसको आप edit देश के गद्दारों को, but that's not the issue.
Okay, so let's not work out on it. See, first of all, BJP, I believe, and the Sangh Parivar somehow is taking Bangladesh as an opportunity again to further its Islamophobic agenda, to show the Muslims in a bad spot, show that they are so much anti-Hindu, show that look, if they become too much in the population, what is going to happen in India? So, they are trying to play politics over death. This is what I feel. Yes, ISKCON temple was attacked in Bangladesh. We saw it, we heard it. Some Hindu houses were also attacked, but there is another part of the story also. Students came out and stood to protect the temples. Mr. Yunus, when he took over as the interim government head, he said the first thing is that you have to stop the violence and stop attacking the houses of the minorities. Thirdly, you also have to understand that majority supporters of the Awami League party, which is no longer in power, was the Hindu community. And I would also like to say that our Honorable Prime Minister should not have encouraged Sheikh Hasina to come over here at the Ghaziabad.
You twist the narrative, you are economical with facts, and you brush aside the brazen truth under the carpet with a straight face, Vivek Srivastava. I have to grant you that. Sir, Hindus were targeted, their homes were burnt. And you are saying, yeah, some Hindus were targeted. 29 out of the 64 districts witnessed this kind of violence, and you're saying yes, some of them happened. Yes. Okay, one person, a Nobel laureate takes power and says, don't do it anymore. Let's not do it anymore. And you feel that is all right, that's enough. That is enough. Look at the number of tweets that have come out against Israel for what their action is against the Hamas. It's not even against the Palestinians, it's the Hamas. It's the same group of people who watched Israeli women being paraded naked and being tormented on the streets of Gaza, and they kept quiet. At that time, nobody showed outrage. Here, and you're talking about Islamophobia, this is the Hindu messiah of the opposition, because you yourself are saying, इस पर ट्वीट करके क्या मिलेगा? That's what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying it.
No.
Because there you asked me about the tweet, so I answered
are there not members of the CPI or other members of the INDI alliance, Pradeep Bhandari, who tweeted about Israel, who brazenly went against Israel? How many of them have tweeted? Have you done? How many of them have spoken about what's happening in Bangladesh?
No, I'll just interrupt for 5 seconds. Do you know that 4 times the number of Hindus killed are the number of Muslims who have been killed? 4 गुना ज्यादा मुसलमान मारे गए हैं सर बांग्लादेश के अंदर. So let us not play politics over religion.
अच्छा, तो वो 4 गुना ज्यादा मारे गए, तो इसीलिए इनका ये जो
justified नहीं है, लेकिन
तो इनका मरना जायज है.
No, बिल्कुल नहीं.
If they have been singled out and
it should not be shown that the Muslims are targeting the Hindus. That is not the story.
So I was listening to Vivek ji, and I think we cannot expect anything better from the representative of the left parties, because in their manifesto they wanted to disarm the country. They were against nuclear weapons. So whenever it comes about larger national interests, whether it is the Aam Aadmi Party, whether it is the Congress Party or the left, they've never stood with it. Now let me take the logic and the argument of Vivek Srivastava forward, that Twitter is not a place to express. So my question is, why did Priyanka Gandhi Vadra on 13 November 2023, 27th October 2023, 18th October 2023, 28th October 2023, 11 December 2023, 26 July 2024, 22nd February 2024, 9 January 2024 tweeted about the plight of Gaza? So my question is that if you speak about minoritism, Congress Party in its manifesto spoke about freedom of minorities. Rahul Gandhi speaks about minorities, says that I am also a Hindu in the parliament. How can a normal human being who believes in basic human dignity not express concern or not feel empathetic about what is happening with the Hindus in Bangladesh for being Hindus? It is the Prime Minister of the country tweeted about it. The Prime Minister has clearly expressed that the protection of the Hindus is must. My question is, Rahul Gandhi tweets at 10:55 p.m. He does a normal tweet where says that peace and prosperity should prevail. Why is the Congress party, which speaks about minoritism, has a jaundiced view where in that minoritism the Hindu rights, Hindu life does not matter?
Yes.
That is my question. And if that is true, then it is against the tenet of the secularism, right? Secularism demands equality of all religions, standing for individuals when they're targeted for being religious.
Yes.
So why are you not standing for the Hindus when they're targeted
now.
for being Hindus in Bangladesh? My simple question.
Very good question. I want to know now, since we are fighting over Twitter, when did the Prime Minister tweet for Manipur? Tell me the date and time.
The Prime Minister spoke about it in the Parliament. The Prime Minister spoke about it in the Parliament, and the Home Minister has also spoken about it. Let's not from the fact.
Let's not shift the goalpost.
No. Hold on.
Don't shift the
He's shifting the goalpost. My question is, what prevents you
When
from
the court-
speaking about the Hindus who are minority in
When the
Bangladesh?
court intervened
My
and
question
asked the
is,
government
no.
to make a statement,
See,
it was after 2 months that the
Anand,
Prime
then
Minister
have a
went and
debate
gave a
on
statement.
Manipur.
No,
Fine.
So let's not go Twitter.
one minute. Gentlemen.
Twitter,
One minute. No.
I am
It's
asking
not
you
about
what
that.
prevents-
What I'm trying to tell you is,
Yes.
the Prime Minister, whatever Manipur is an internal issue within Bharat. It was an ethnic fight between two
let
Bharatiya
people
groups.
die.
No,
It doesn't
Bharatiya
matter.
group, two Bharatiya groups.
Christian lives don't matter.
1 minute.
Here's the Prime Minister
No, sir.
on
Cookies,
Manipur.
Christian-
Here's the
matter.
Prime Minister. He's shifting the goalpost.
One minute.
He's shifting.
Don't
This is
play.
the Prime
Now you
Minister
are playing the bad
I'm
game, sir.
playing Twitter.
No.
Here's the Prime Minister speaking about Manipur. When will you speak about
Give me
Hindus
the
in
date and time.
Bangladesh?
Give me the date and
When
time.
will the
Not just
Hindus
that.
will
Not
speak
just that.
out?
Vivek Srivastava.
July 4th,
Sorry.
2024.
One aspect, sir. One aspect, sir. You just now said something where you openly, brazenly said that the cookies are the victims and the Meiteis are not. Okay.
I didn't say
No,
that.
you just said that.
said
What,
that.
you know what you said? You said cookies are Christians, so their lives don't matter. So Meiteis
Yes.
are Hindus, so their women and their lives don't matter.
No, they do matter.
Why didn't you take that?
No, because
No, why didn't you take that?
because
If you are branding all
Anand,
cookies
Anand,
and
just
1 minute,
Hello.
one second. First up, sir, on Manipur, let me confirm.
Yes.
And are
11th
all
August
cookies?
tweet.
No, are all
11th
cookies?
August.
Are all
11th
cookies Christians?
No, maybe not.
No, 1 minute.
Majority are of Naga origin and majority are
Correct.
Christians. Number one.
So do you know before that video that went viral and for which the opposition is causing a huge furore, there is an equally abhorrent video where Meitei women were brought out. That has one opposition leader has spoken about it.
No, everybody's.
No, has one opposition leader spoken about
See,
it? Right
the
now,
government-
sir, right
the
now, what did you
government-
speak?
the
You
government-
spoke
no,
about
let me
cookies
counter.
are Christians.
Let
So
me counter.
Meiteis
Let me
being
counter.
Hindus are okay if they are
Absolutely not.
if they are
Absolutely
plundered and if they are
not.
killed.
On a
On
fact.
the day of
Absolutely
elections,
not.
cookies attack
Absolutely not.
Meiteis.
But in this
Vivek,
case,
why did you speak
you
about
lying
it?
on the debate?
No, hold on,
One
sir.
second. No, I want to
Hold
fact
on,
check.
hold
You
on,
said the Prime Minister did not tweet about it. Here's the tweet, 11th August 2023.
कितने
about
दिनों के
this.
बाद? कितने
11th
दिनों के
August
बाद?
2023,
सर, कितने
July
दिनों के
2024.
बाद?
You ask me.
दंगे
You
कब हुए
answer
थे?
me. Why are you
दंगे
not
कब हुए
speaking
थे,
for the
sir?
Hindus in
No.
Bangladesh?
I'm
What
speaking.
prevents you? Does your logic and definition of minoritism does not apply to the Hindu
I-
minority in Bangladesh?
I
Please answer
am-
me that
I
question.
am
Are
equally-
Hindus not
yes,
minority
yes,
in
yes,
Bangladesh?
yes, absolutely. No, let me speak.
See,
we are the opposition, the India Alliance, all the parties, all the people, all sane-minded human beings in this nation are equally bothered about the Hindus who are being killed in Bangladesh. There is absolutely no question about it. However, our objection is that the BJP is trying to take up those issues selectively, present it that look so bad, the Muslims are so bad. देखो बांग्लादेश को मुसलमान कितने खराब है, हिंदुओं के साथ क्या हो गया, यही तुम्हारे साथ होगा जब मुसलमानों की आबादी बढ़ जाएगी. That is our problem. That is our problem. That is your agenda.
Who has said that?
That is your agenda.
Who said that in the BJP?
Who
said
has
that in
said
the
that?
BJP?
Okay.
Who has
The Prime
said
Minister
that?
should please answer me that. Name the
Okay,
person.
okay, one minute.
If you say,
okay, one
if you say,
minute.
let's
Vivek.
let's
One
talk
second.
plainly.
No, 1 second, Vivek Srivastava. I just want to ask one of the aspects, sir. Who was it on this show, on this dialogue, when we are having this conversation, said cookies are Christians, so their lives are dispensable, but they totally forgot the kind of treatment and what's happened to the Meiteis in a two-way ethnic clash in Manipur, which is not a recent phenomenon, is happening for ages. Okay, so that's the first thought, where the charge on the opposition is that you have Hindu misia by default. That's your first auto reflex, that let's just blank out the Hindus, and if they are having, let's not talk about it. So So the charge, one minute, the charge against the opposition is that you overtly bat for the Muslims and you try and join issue across countries as long as it's a Muslim issue, because you are batting openly, brazenly saying our job is Muslim appeasement. No. The charge against the BJP Pradeep Bhandari is that if they are openly doing Muslim appeasement, you are brazenly, openly doing Hindu appeasement. Because the Hindus did not vote for you in this election, so you are trying to course correct and say, all right, let's get back and apna line theek kar dete. Pradeep Bhandari responds.
Anand ji, I am extremely shocked. My question is that if Priyanka Gandhi Vadra and the entire India Alliance is tweeting and expressing concern at relevant platforms about Gaza, what prevents them from speaking about the Hindu minority in Bangladesh? Point number one, because the Congress has been speaking about minoritism. In its manifesto, it was minoritism. Point number two, what do you expect the BJP and the Prime Minister to do? The Hindus in Bangladesh are targeted for being Hindus. The Prime Minister has expressed concern. We are not the Congress party which will look the other way when there is inhumanity happening, and when there is when in Bangladesh you are finding a situation where the Hindu brothers and sisters are targeted for being Hindus. My question is, what is secularism? Equality of all faith, standing for all the religions whenever there is injustice. This is just not about injustice. It is about human dignity. It is about right to life. So my question is, what prevents Vivek Srivastava and the India Alliance from expressing concern about what is happening against the Hindus in Bangladesh? Dhaka Mandir has been vandalized. And point number two, you fact-checked on the debate. You lied on the debate that the Prime Minister did not tweet about it. I showed you the tweet on Manipur. 11th August 2023. He spoke in the Parliament in 2024 also.
He spoke after the court reprimanded him.
23rd, 24th. So do not lie on the debate that the Prime Minister did not tweet.
I did not.
The Prime Minister spoke in the Parliament. The Prime Minister tweeted about it. When will you all stand with the Hindus is my question. Rahul Gandhi says that he is a Hindu. What about the Hindus in Bangladesh?
And
this is why you oppose
rhetorics don't work.
I am speaking facts.
Rhetorics don't work.
I am speaking facts.
Melodramatism won't work. Let's talk
You're
facts.
not answering the specific question.
When the court reprimanded the government of India for not taking a stand on Manipur, the Honorable Prime Minister of India was forced to speak then in the Parliament. First fact.
Then in the
First
Parliament.
fact. Now let's forget about Manipur.
He spoke about Manipur before that.
Sir, no, he did not.
He did.
Now, let's come to the point of...
One second. It was nearly 2 months, if not more.
Yes.
And it was outside the Parliament that the Prime Minister broke his silence on Manipur.
Absolutely.
Right? So the Prime Minister also took his time to speak on Manipur. So the opposition's charge when it say, but the issue right now...
The Prime Minister stayed there in Manipur for
all of that.
But he's not. He's shifting the goalpost.
No. Here is the charge. Here is the charge by the opposition. The charge by the opposition is that within 72 hours of what's happened in Bangladesh, the Prime Minister has raised concern about the Hindus in Bangladesh. But for 60 days plus, about what happened in Manipur, the Prime Minister did not tweet or openly speak about what's happening in Manipur. So this is the comparison that the opposition is making. So let's register that first. To the opposition, the issue is you jumped on Manipur, you jumped on Israel, but you hid under the table when it came to Bangladesh. That's the point.
Let me counter. First of all, as I have told you, it is a problem in a neighboring country. Hindus and Muslims both have been killed. Ahmadiyya mosques have been vandalized, 12 of them. Shia mosques have also been vandalized. Let me add to the story, which I do not know if Mr. Bhandari is aware of it or not. Therefore, all of this needs to be criticized. However, looking at it from only exclusively a Hindu angle is not the right way. We are concerned about human life, and secularism is what you wanted to know. Human life.
27 districts, the Hindus have been
No, don't say Hindus. 4 times that number Muslims have been killed.
See, my question is...
You are not bothered about Muslim lives?
My question is,
Muslim
we are
lives
bothered
don't
about
matter.
all the lives, but
That's
for
it.
you, the Hindu lives do not
No,
matter.
they do.
No. So
Both
then you
matter.
tell us that...
We are not differentiating. You want to differentiate.
If
That is the only
Bangladesh
problem.
is an external issue, what is Gaza?
One minute.
What is Gaza?
From your own point of view,
Yes.
from your own point of view and what you just said now, what's brazenly on display is sectarianism, bigotry by a certain sect of Muslims against those who are non-sect and also non-faith.
Not totally.
That's exactly what you're saying.
Not totally. This is one part of it.
And
we talked to some journalists from Bangladesh also. I wasn't on shows with them. I talked to them. They said the Hindu community, majority of it supported the Awami League party overall since 1971. So when they started targeting the workers of the Awami League party, the Hindus had to bear the brunt first because majority of them were a part of the particular
Sir,
party.
Hindus are only 8%.
Sir,
The Awami
Hindus
League
population
steamrolled the
in
elections.
Bangladesh
The Awami League steamrolled the elections. Don't try.
No, it has dipped from 13% to
It has dipped
to
to
8%.
8%.
No, don't go to 1951. वो समझ
Hindus
जाइए।
are 8%.
1974 में कितना था?
The Hindu population
Hindus are
has dipped or not?
8%.
How much?
Has it dipped or
From
not?
13%
From
to
1951,
8%.
what was the
Vivek
point?
Don't go to 51. I'll go
Vivek,
to
the point
No,
is-
Vivek Srivastava,
He
one
never
minute.
can speak
Hindus,
about the Hindu rights. For him, the Hindu
Hindus
rights
are
don't matter.
Hindus are 8%. Hindus are 8% in Bangladesh.
Yes.
That 8% is the backbone of the Awami League, which steamrolled the elections
Absolutely not.
recently.
Absolutely
No,
not.
and you're saying they are being
I'll
they
give
are
you an
being
example.
plundered.
Anand, I'll give
And
you an
no,
example.
secondly, what are you trying to say? That if this is all right, this is par for course, this kind of political violence and brazen
Absolutely
hanging
not.
them,
Absolutely
beating
not.
them.
What-
So
Absolutely
exactly.
not. From a man
So
who backs
No,
Rohingyas,
Jamaat-e-Islami
he has
is-
his
Arre, sir,
party
hold on,
back
hold on.
Rohingyas.
Jamaat-e-Islami.
It's the
Back
same.
Rohingyas, he cannot stand
I'll give you a
with
fact.
It's the same.
Hold on.
It's the same
You have
thing.
Jamaat-e-Islami.
Which the
There
left
was a
took
huge-
exception to.
No.
The left took exception to a similar behavior on the streets of Bengal. Right? On the streets of Bengal, you took exception to something like this.
We are
And
against
now
this
are you
violence. We are not
trying to
supporting violence.
justify this by
Absolutely
saying,
not.
oh, they were Awami
Absolutely
League
not.
supporters, so that's why they got culled.
No, sir.
That's why they got
I'll tell
that
you
they
two
got
things.
brutalized.
First fear, sir, listen to me first. मैं बोलूंगा 10 सेकंड फिर आप बोलो. पहली चीज, there was a great fear factor. Jamaat-e-Islami is coming into power. Jamaat-e-Islami is going to take over Bangladesh. This is going to be the next government, totally a fanatic Muslim government. Hindus are going to be wiped out from Bangladesh. और इंडिया में भी यही हो जाएगा एक दिन. Hold on. The debates in this nation. सुन लीजिए पहले सर सुनिए ना. जमाते इस्लामी तो आप लोगों ने बोला. बीजेपी के हर स्पोक्स पर्सन ने जमाते इस्लामी बोला. सुनिए आप पहले.
किसने बोला कि जमात ये हो जाएगा? No. You can't misquote my party.
भाई मेरे बात
You can't misquote my party. You are making a conclusion. Please
Is
tell me who said it.
Is Jamaat Islami
do
a
not
challenge
debate.
for you in Bangladesh or not?
You please answer me.
You answer me. Is Jamaat Islami a challenge for you or not?
What is happening?
Is Jamaat Islami a challenge for you in Bangladesh or not?
He's not able to speak.
You're not able to say.
You're saying Jamaat Islami Bangladesh is not a challenge for you.
No, I'll tell you.
It's not a challenge for anybody.
The vote base, sir, hold
It's
on,
not a
sir.
challenge for you.
बोलने तो दो यार. The vote base of Jamaat-e-Islami in Bangladesh is only 4%. Are you aware of it, Mr. Bhandari?
I am extremely
You are not aware of it.
You are
because
not
your
answering
party.
the question. Why are you not standing with Hindus? If it's a political debate, we can
Sir,
do it. It's about the
sir,
dignity,
sir, hold on,
life
hold
of
on,
Hindus
hold on,
who've been
hold on,
attacked
hold
in
on.
27
Just 30
districts.
seconds.
Please answer.
Because-
you spoke
Okay, let
openly
him
about
speak.
Rohingyas.
Let him speak.
We
Let him
feel
speak.
we are not against. We don't want Hindus being killed or Muslims being killed or whatever.
Whatever.
However, listen to me first. We don't want the Sangh Parivar, the Bharatiya Janata Party, and this government to use the killings of the Hindus in Bangladesh to showcase it, the Muslims of this nation in a bad way, and create a fear psychosis.
That's a
कि
twist.
आपके साथ भी यही होगा.
That's it. No, one minute. Hang on. Just one sec.
How can you make that conclusion?
Just two questions I want to ask you. One is, sir, show me one RSS Neta or
Absolutely,
one
yes.
BJP leader or mantri who has said that the Jamaat-e-Islami and this is what they are coming out to go ahead and cull Hindus and Hindus will be wiped out of Bangladesh and that's the agenda. If they have come out and said it or have posted
not able
it. No,
to
show me
quote
one.
a single
Second.
fact.
Secondly, sir, are you trying to say when you say that the BJP and the RSS is trying to show the Muslims of Bharat that the Hindus will come and do the same to you?
No, not the Hindus who do the same. I said you are creating
Who
a fear
said it?
psychosis
Who said
about
it?
the
How?
Muslims.
How?
You are showing the
How?
Muslims as a violent
How?
lot.
Which
Whether
statement?
in Pakistan
Which
or in
statement?
Bangladesh,
Which statement?
हिंदू तो मारे ही
Which
जाते
statement?
हैं.
किसने बोला?
हिंदू देख आप
नहीं, आप मन से नहीं
सर
बोल सकते
आपका
ना।
नैरेटिव है क्या सर?
नहीं,
आपका नैरेटिव क्या मैं बता देता हूं.
Okay, we've got news coming through 1 minute.
Anand, he is not able to- he's lying
you
in the
have
debate.
you are trying to fix a particular narrative while you yourself are not able to justify your silence on all the aspects.
we are
No,
not
no,
silent.
no, nobody is
We are not
spoken.
silent.
No,
The Prime
one minute.
We are not silent.
You just said something today. I'm asking you, which Congress leader, which India Alliance leader has come out and said that Shia mosques have been vandalized, Ahmadiyya mosques have been destroyed, and Hindus have also been attacked? Which India Alliance leader has come out and said what you said? They have not. Why? Because it is not convenient for them to show that there is sectarianism between Muslims in Bangladesh.
Absolutely not.
And this is a sectarian fight that is manifest on the streets, along with a brazen, bigoted attitude towards
because of the lack of
You're not saying
government.
it.
Because of the lack of government, it was a free for all in
So it doesn't
Bangladesh.
suit your narrative.
It
When I
was
say
a
your
free for all in
narrative,
Bangladesh.
it does not
That is the
suit.
truth.
It does not suit the opposition's narrative because you will have to take on certain sections of Muslims and call them out. You will have to call the Sunnis and the non-Shia, non-Ahmadiyya
absolutely
who are
not.
targeting
It
them.
was not
There's a
because
specific
it was
sect in
democracy,
Bangladesh who
No,
are responsible for
Vivek
this.
is being
Anyway,
I'm just saying, I want to read the tweet of the Prime Minister. Please tell me, how is it spreading fear among the Muslims? My best wishes to Professor Mohammad Yunus on the assumptions of his new responsibilities. We hope for an early return to normalcy, ensuring the safety and protection of Hindus and all the minority communities. India remains committed to working with Bangladesh to fulfill the shared aspiration of both our people for peace, security and development. Please tell me, how are Muslims under threat because of
all right, we've just
I'll
got
Please.
news coming through. The government sources are telling CNN News 18 that Sheikh Hasina is going to stay in Bharat for a longer period. Sheikh Hasina stays in accordance with the visa laws, and Bharat doesn't have any refugee or asylum laws. Bharat hopes to have good ties with the new Bangladesh government. But here is the thing, Sheikh Hasina will not be forced to leave urgently, but she's also been told that she's welcome in Bharat for the moment, ladies and gentlemen. That's where it is. Bharat is very clearly saying that so far she's not been able to figure out, and she's going to take some more time to stay on in Bharat. It's not that Bharat is officially giving her asylum or shelter. That's not the policy. We don't have that. But yes, she's going to take some more time, and her stay in Bharat is going to be a little more longer. Let's get a move on here on the right stand, and to